the best way to grow the church you didn't plant is I have a recent video, okay, on the disadvantages of taking over a church or the dangers of taking over a church. I have a recent video, so when you watch that video, you have more clue of what I'm about to talk about. All right, so how can you grow a church you've just taken over? Maybe a pastor left the country, or the pastor was transferred, or the pastor just decided to do his own ministry, and you're there, you've been entrusted, okay, to take over the church. Now, how do you grow it? Okay, for example, maybe the church had grown already, or let me start when the church is just in a mess. For example, nothing is there because the pastor left and everyone is scattered. All right, the first thing you need to do is pray. You need to pray very much that you should be accepted in that place. Okay, in as much as God has sent you or God has appointed you, or sometimes people just love to say, okay, this is the person who should be there, right? So in as much as people have trusted you, God has entrusted you, you need to ask God for direction, because that is a tough ground. You see, you know, when Paul was complaining to say you cannot build where others have already laid a foundation. So it's very difficult to build where someone has already laid a foundation. What if the foundation is not okay? It is not easy. It is not easy when the foundation of the person who built you, you don't know. So one thing you have to know is that flow according to your calling. Do the things according to the instructions of God. Remember, it is obedience which will make you fruitful. It is the obedience that will make you flourish, okay, in that territory or in that place. So one thing you have to avoid is distraction, okay, distraction of or the voices of the members in that church, especially the members who don't like you. Some people may not like the tactics of the church growth. Then the best thing you can do is you need to make sure you know the laborers in that church. Make sure you get closer to the laborers of that church. Make sure you know them by their names. You know them. Don't just say you don't even know where they stay. They will not feel loved by you, okay? They will not feel accepted by you, and they will not feel that you care for them. All you want is them to work for God. You see, they will have that mindset to say you just want to use them. You see, in as much as you make sure you know where they stay, know what they are doing, know their struggles, get involved into their lives before you decide to work with them now, okay? Then the other thing is that teach them your vision. Teach them your vision. Church growth doesn't just come, okay? You have to make it as you pray, in as much as it's God who makes it grow. But you need to also put in some effort by training people. Notice some errors in the church. Notice some leadership qualities that you found. If they are good, improve them. If they are bad, remove them, okay? So make sure if the leadership quality which is there is not flowing with you, make sure you change. Okay, make sure you change, but be patient and be careful as you are making changes, because there are some people who have demons. The moment you remove them on that leadership seat, they will fight you, they will accuse you, they will say all manner of things. But who are you if God, who is that person to fight you if God has decided to remove that person according to your revelation? So don't be scared of anybody. Be bold, but be respectful. Okay, so the other thing is that you need to be praying with them. Okay, you need to be praying with them. Then the other thing that will make you grow the church is that members need to trust you that you are truly called. If members notice that there is no calling in you, if people notice that you have no calling, you just took over the church, it will be very difficult. The Bible says, study to show thyself approved, a workmanship that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. Are you getting me? When people look at you, hey, they should look at you with puppy eyes. Puppy eyes. They are craving just to be like you. They are craving just to be like you. So make sure you become an example. If possible, if you know the person who took over, know the weaknesses, the areas that were lacking, fix those areas. Make sure you fix all the places. If you found the praise team was poor, make it good. Find the people who are good in the praise team. If you see the ushering team was poor, make it good. Make sure you improve everything, because sometimes when you invite people and they see that your leadership is very poor, they leave. Make sure first the foundation is mended properly. Okay, this is what you should do, and I know there is more to that. As you keep on following, as you subscribe, I'm telling you, your life, your leadership will never be the same. May God bless you, and shalom. Blessings.